We're ready for a new 9th Age battle. A counterthrust deployment, breakthrough objective. The archers are the first deployed here, along with some more archers. All the skirmishers on this Sylvan Elf army, meeting up against Sauran warriors, are Sylvan sentinels. Blade dancers in the forest. These paved cobblestones are made into a forest by the Sylvan Elves. The units in the middle are not deployed. Here you have Raptor riders, a Salamander, Skinks and Rhamphodon riders. And there's a Salamander on the other flank as well, but I won't film it because it's so chaotic with units. The Sylvan Elves drop everything. 3 drops before the Sauron Ancients are finished. They're packing their punch centrally in the army. The forest guards are a bit on the flank, guard against the cavalry, while huntsmen behind the building. Maybe they're just cornering off any scouts that could appear out of nowhere. Archers all on the right flank. And that was after the Saurus drop, the 30 Saurus warriors, that the Sylvan Elves chose to drop everything. Now here come the temple guards in the center as well, and the Taurosaur, engine of the ancients. So it'll be a centrally focused battle for breakthrough. The Sylvan Elves attempts to go first in the roll-up. The Rhamphodon riders vanguard into the forest. They have Strider Forest, and the scouts come up on the other side of the ancient impassable tree. So they scout in their own deployment zone, but 2 inches more forwards than they would have been forced to by normal deployment.
Yay, scouts!
In turn 1, the Sylvan Elves focus fire on the Salamander, killing it with archers. Both archers' blocks finish it off. The poison shooters, the sentinels, and the treemen shoot the Rhamphodon riders down to 1 rider left, but they have chosen their targets. That's the sentinels, and the mage has moved into the unit of sentinels from the blade dancer unit, which was also targeted. So he's obviously the target of an assault of Rhamphodon riders. Now that's the real battle here.
Good hits.
The Rhamphodon rider declares a charge against the standing and shooting sentinels. Sorry. The mage, the druid, the shamanist, was very worried about the charge. It was a 10 on Swift Ride, but the Rhamphodon rider lost 1 wound to stand and shoot. After 4 poisons got through with an almost hopeless shot, they needed force for the poisons to actually hit and go through. But the 2 of them were automatic wounds, and 1 was saved by armor. However, the charge failed. The charge roll failed. So the shaman is still safe. And here come the Chameleons in Saurus Ancients, turn 1. In turn 1, the Saurus Ancients move up aggressively, and their Chameleon Skinks shoot down 7 sentinels. However, the heavy artillery misfires and loses a wound on the Chameleon. There's Oaken Throne cast on the Skink Priest. Otherwise, many small attempts at spell casting with few dice fail, and the last one is dispelled. A Chilling Howl cast on the Slan dissuaded him from casting many damage spells. And we're in turn 2 for the Sylvan Elves. In Sylvan Elf turn 2, the movement is essential. These go out in a broad formation. The Druids charge the Rhamphodon rider and kill it, of course. The Avatar of Nature charges Skinks, kills 8 Skink Raves, catches them, and overruns into the flaming standarded Saurus Spearman. The Wild Huntsmen manage a 9. They needed a 9 roll to charge the riding Sauruses. That combat has yet to be fought out. And in the magic phase, Summer's Growth was cast on the Sentinels. They picked off a wound of the Taurosaur, together with the archers taking another wound of it. And the Druids overrun into the forest. They have Awaken the Beast +1 strength cast on them. The Wild Huntsmen kill all 5 Raptor Riders before they can strike back, but now in turn 2, the Sauruses do strike back. They attack with the Taurosaur and the Temple Guards against the Druids. They may drive them out of the forest. Wow. Round 2 was a round to stutter at. The Temple Guards and the Taurosaurs charged into the Druids. 4 Druids fell to impact hits. And after that, the Druids struck back. They killed the Taurosaurs outright. And killed 7 Temple Guards. But the Temple Guards killed another 4 Druids. So there were 8 fallen Druids. And the static combat was in the Sauron's favor, so they won the combat by 3. The Druids fled. They were run down in the forest. And after the Sauruses took 3 dangerous terrain casualties, they had eliminated their greatest threat, the Druids. The Avatar of Nature lost 2 wounds and is down to 3 wounds, so the combat forces of the Sylvan Elves are severely weakened. And most Sauruses are still left on the battle, even though the heavy casualties among the Temple Guards is felt. Those were 10 Temple Guards which fell to eliminate the Druids. And 2 Wild Huntsmen are shot down by the Chameleon Skinks. Now let's see how the positioning of the Blade Dancers is to counter in round 3 for Sylvan Elves. The Saurus Temple Guards are slaughtered. 13 fallen from the charge by the Blade Dancers. They strike back and kill 3, but they only stand because they're steadfast beside their slan. They have 1 rank in the forest, and they don't want to leave it in this perilous hour. The Avatar of Nature is down to 2 wounds. He's fighting against Sauruses with Spear and Flaming Banner. The armor piercing is hurting him bad, but he keeps killing 5 Sauruses, wins the combat, and the Wild Huntsmen are in the rear to help him. The Spearmen killed the Chameleons, but they might have overrun too far to be able to succeed a charge into the Sauruses. So, well, the battle is simmering down except for the 2 large conflict zones. Turn 3, Sauran Ancients. In their round 3, the Sauruses do everything they can with the upper hand of magic that they've gained now. They have some good melee magic. Stone Skin is cast on the Temple Guards. They have 7 toughness. They don't need it in this world, but they stand and only lose 1 casualty. The Blade Dancers in front dance the Ward Save dance. The ones in the flank dance the Lethal Strike dance. They don't lose any Blade Dancers, and it's a draw. However, there are Blade Dancers lurking in the rears. The Avatar of Nature is down to 1 wound. The Flaming Stander is doing its job, but he's valiant until the other Forest Guardians can come too. Round 4 for Sylvan Elves.